Greetings. This is an all 12 sign reading starting with Capricorn, ending with Sagittarius. Check your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Capricorn, right off the bat for you guys. So oftentimes when people are wanting a relationship, wanting a commitment, desiring something, like I think of, I don't know, like 13 years ago when I always went from like one long-term serious relationship to the next one. Like I was one of those people, I was like a chronic serial monogamous relationship person. And the biggest thing that got me out of that phase was really committing to myself. So oftentimes, Capricorn, when we are seeking or desiring commitments from others, when we are seeking, desiring a commitment to a new job, seeking, desiring a commitment from a person, we actually need to commit more to ourselves. You know, what we are seeking outside is actually found within. And that is when you actually match with a job that is appropriate for long-term, a soulmate that is appropriate for long-term, etc., etc. And as someone who's done wedding photography for 18 years now, the couples who actually stayed together are the ones who already were committed to themselves and very much comfortable in their own skin, living their own life, oftentimes single and celibate for years before they committed. All the ones who usually were serial monogamous people like me are miserable, divorced, or in the process of getting divorced. And that's just 18 years of doing this. So that's also why I've been single for a while, because I see what it looks like. Like I see what the honeymoon phase looks like for people and when they fall out of it. And I can see that from a mile away. So even if I feel like someone might be a decent match for me, but I don't see them being like a long-term, I just won't even allow it to enter my space because, again, I don't want another 1 or 2 year relationship. The next man I'm with is going to be my husband, period. And for a lot of my Capricorns, there's an energy like that coming through where it's like you want the next job to be the one that you retire from. You want your next partner to be the one that you have kids with, that you really commit to. And there's something here that you aren't fully committing to within yourself. And so you can't quite attract your proper job or person because you're not fully committing to yourself. It's like reading energy is a part of me. Riding horses is a part of me. Wedding photography is a part of me. But I wasn't all of those things years ago. In fact, me being single for years and focusing on myself is what led me to really mastering and getting to know all of those different Valeries. Now, a lot of the men that dated me when I was just a wedding photographer would never in a million years be okay with me reading energy. So they actually don't accept me in my fullest expression. So of course, they're not the man that God has for me. That's how a lot of my Capricorns are right now. It's like you're wondering, man, I thought this was it. I thought this partner was it. I thought this job was the thing. Like, this is what I've always loved. But Capricorn, there's a part of yourself that you didn't fully relinquish. You didn't fully dive into. I just heard Trey Songz, I'm about to dive in. But you need to dive into yourself, Capricorn. Man, I'm just going to go on like a channeled message spree. Yeah, so for a lot of my Capricorns, you keep attracting fight or flight circumstances. You're chasing something 1 minute, you're running from something the next, something is chasing you. It's just like, it's like I'm hearing repellent. I don't know, some of my Capricorns maybe quite literally need a repellent. I'm also saying for some of my Capricorns, this can even be like, I don't know, I'm a horse person, so I'm seeing like a horse cribbing. And it's like instead of a cribbing collar, maybe get like that pepper spray stuff where like the taste is better. Or if you have like a dog that like chews on furniture, chews on something, if you're gone for work for a while, then get a sort of like spray to repel and deter your dog from that furniture. Or with cats, I'm really lucky because Van Gogh doesn't scratch furniture. But if your cat scratches furniture, they have like these giant pieces of tape, more or less. I mean, it's just like a huge like 24 by 24 piece of tape that you stick onto the side of your couch so when your cat goes to scratch it, like their paws stick and they don't like it. I don't know, I'm just channeling right now. So I told myself this was going to be strictly cards, but Capricorn, I can't help it. I always end up channeling for you guys. So yeah, for a lot of my Capricorns, Edison failed 10,000 times before he found electricity. No, he didn't. He found 10,000 ways to not make electricity. Okay, so for a lot of my Capricorns, you can be like, man, I guess I'm just not supposed to find love. I guess I'm just not supposed to have that one really good like job or career. You're still discovering yourself. What does that mean to discover? To peel the layers like an onion to get to that ooey gooey middle part that Capricorns usually despise, and you know, they play keep away. They keep it at arm's distance because Capricorns don't really like to be vulnerable and get really to the heart of the matter. They like to be more business minded, focused on money, focused on the material, focused on how they can please others, because that usually pleases their pockets, and that is how they sleep at night. But then they also don't sleep at night because they're avoiding their heart. You need to listen to your heart, Capricorn. You need to listen to your heart. You do have a true friend or lover around you, but you have to clear certain things, toxic habits, etc., out of you and out of your vicinity. You are what you hang around, Capricorn. So even if you're like, well, I quit drinking or smoking a while ago. Yeah, but if your best friend still drinks or smokes, you got to cut them out too. I'm serious, dead serious. I love Craig Rochelle. He talks about this a lot. So does Stephen Furtick. You are what you hang around. You cannot hang around people that are still engaging in toxic habits that you no longer subscribe to, or else you will never fully elevate and really hone in to the people who value the same things that you value. So for a lot of my Capricorns, your people pleasing is what's actually putting you now in misery, and you need to cut that out. Okay, I didn't want this to be long, so I'm going to go on to Aquarius. Aquarius, okay. I'm already hearing, I came in like a wrecking ball. Aquarius, what is going on? In the midst of something. I was in the midst of something. And then Aquarius, you could be in the midst of something and all of a sudden, boom, crash, wrecking ball. So please be cautious, quite literally, if you are driving. For some of my Aquarians. But for some of my Aquarians, you could be getting a message, or you could be sending someone a message that you're like, no, this can't be. No, no, no. I like, there's an Aquarius here who's like, I don't have time for that. I'm not prepared for that. Something is coming in really soon. Okay, for some of my Aquarians, I'm not even gonna lie, this can be someone messaging you about their health. I mean, it's come out 4 times in a row. So for some of my Aquarians, someone here, and it is around the sensual center. So some of my Aquarians, you can find out that your partner was not being faithful because there is something going on downstairs. You've got something kind of funny going on. Okay, so I hate reading on things like this, but it's even, the bottom of the deck is protect yourself, and it's a contracting energy. So for some of my Aquarians, if you're repelled, or some of my cross watchers, if you're repelled from an Aquarian, it's probably protecting you because they got something going on down below. So I'm sorry, guys. A lot of people hate when I out this, but literally it's right here. It's literally right here. The human vessel needs attention, weak roots, the root chakra, literally your private parts, and your, you know, your bang bang center. Literally all of this energy. Yeah, someone here is divine, innocent, pure, has good fruit, and someone here has rotten fruit that is contaminated. I don't even want to go further into that energy. Let's get the tarot for you guys. Sometimes my oracle cards are way too honest. So, Aquarius. Some of my Aquarians, what's coming in like a wrecking ball is love, like serious love. And it's only after something is dead and gone, dead and gone. But is that Justin Timberlake? In that song though, isn't it the old me is dead and gone? So for some of my Aquarians, you could be Capricorn in Vedic sidereal. You just think you're an Aquarius. But if your birthday is February 14th or earlier, in Vedic sidereal, which is where the stars actually were in the sky, you are a true Capricorn. You're not an Aquarius. You might have other Aquarius placements, but if your birthday is February 14th and earlier, you're actually a Capricorn, so you need to go watch that reading. My point with that, though, is a lot of my Aquarians, you have to cut out a friend group. It's not emotionally fulfilling anymore. They're all emotionally stunted players who just like traveling around, boinking. They all have stuff going on downstairs. They're all single. This can be like single bachelors that just like to smash on people and have like the group chats and group WhatsApps where they talk about people behind their back and they talk about who they just smashed. Most of these guys are contaminated. And there's an Aquarian here who's ready to graduate that cycle with the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups. But something could be at a distance. So that's also what has been really slow for something to come in. But it's been like 4 months, 4 years that someone is just miserable. They want to be put out of their misery. Now, for some of my Aquarians, I'm not going to lie, you could have to put an animal out of their misery. 10 of Swords with the Death card. I'm not going to lie. Like this, for one Aquarian out there, this is the actual loss of something. So my condolences with that. Someone here could also have to travel because of the loss of someone or something. Someone here could also travel because of the loss. They're going to inherit something. This could also be inheriting a child, a pet, property as well, or even a career, a position. Yeah, like something that was being withheld, it's now going to be guns a-blazing. This can also be what's coming in like a wrecking ball. Like for some of my Aquarians, something has been blocked and there's been a lot of gossip and hearsay, so someone was left out of something, but news is coming in and that's going to turn something around. Like something is, I'm hearing, turn around, every now and then I get a da-da-da-da. I think that's Total Eclipse of the Heart. I need you now tonight, I need you more than ever. Okay, I'm hearing that song. So, okay, Pisces. Pisces. Man, just lost my car, falsely charged too. Well, guess what? It's going to come around for you. Definitely it's going to come around for you. Sagittarius season. So after December 14th. I know that seems like far away from now, but it will get better. Literally, we just have resurrection. It's not what you think. So yeah. I know I was saying Pisces, but this is kind of cuspy energy. There's definitely a resurrection. There's definitely something that's coming back. On this card, I literally wrote Jesus's death and his resurrection. So again, something here can feel like it was totally dead, done, over with. Something's not going to come back. There's no coming back from something, but there actually is. But you do have to separate the wheat from the chaff and reinvent yourself. Again, this is an energy of you have to ex-nay certain habits. You have to quit certain people, certain groups. You know, God's always watching. And whether you believe that or not, listen to people who actually do believe that, and their testimonies will blow you out of the water. Like I know my testimonies blow people out of the water. So God has shown up in my life, but it's because I was a pioneer. I have been alone. I have been celibate. I have been totally in my own energy. So God sees what others don't. So people can say whatever they want about you, but God sees everything and he blesses people accordingly. And we do have tests and trials that we have to go through, but I don't know, there's something here, Pisces and Aquarius, where it's like walking the road less traveled, walking the lonely path, but it's not really lonely because you are with spirit, you are walking with God. You know, it's like the footprints in the sand. It's like Jesus is carrying you. It's not your footprints, it's his, he's carrying you. Yeah, there is a bad apple in the bunch, Pisces. For my Pisces, I believe that you're already privy to who the bad apple is in your bunch. You could just be playing nice, playing stupid. For my Aquarians, I feel like you don't want to believe it, but if you really let yourself drop the BS, drop the facade, you know who the bad apple is in your group, but this person could be like why you're making your money. This could be, you know, your spouse and your spouse makes more than you, or you have a good home together and you're just like, yeah, I'm not going to pay alimony or child, like I'm not trying to do any of that, but it's getting worse and worse and worse, and something is going to be pushed over the edge. Don't push me cause I'm close to the edge. Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. Yeah, okay. So now I'm going all into Pisces. Okay, so just Pisces. Just Pisces. Yeah, Pisces, literally. I was just talking about this. You are going through a Saturnian lesson, and Saturn has been in retrograde, I think, since May. But for a lot of my Pisces, you have people that are immature, that are mimicking you, that are mocking you. I'm hearing Mockingbird, Hush Little Baby, dun, 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 the Eminem song, Mockingbird. Something about that could be coming through. Also just Eminem in general. I was actually channeling that, I believe, in either Pisces or Aries individual reading, if you go back and watch the individual readings for them. You know, Eminem talks about in Lose Yourself, he's like, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking now. You know, like everybody's making fun of him, but in the end, he ends up being the one. He ends up being, the best MC. So for some of my Pisces, you can have people that are mimicking you and mocking you when you choked in a certain arena, in a certain field. You could have been like the ugly duckling that has a big glow up, and people see you now with the IC and they don't like it. So they're going to try and they're committed to seeing you how you used to be. I'm hearing the somebody that I used to know, somebody. Yeah, they don't know you anymore. Like there's a group of people here, they don't know you anymore. In fact, they probably didn't ever know you. They probably met you during the lowest part of your life, and they were likely only in your life for a couple months, at the longest, a year. And if you're in your mid-30s like me, like knowing me for only 1 year of my 33 years is comical. Like it's comical. So comical. Like 1/33rd and you're gonna try and say that you know me or you know anything about me. That's hilarious. Hilarious. So Pisces, I don't think a lot of my Pisces care anymore. A lot of things broke your heart, but it fixed your vision. And what that means is it rerouted you into your lane. And that's what Saturnian lessons are. Saturnian lessons are chop wood, carry water, chop wood, carry water. The best musicians focus on their music, their craft, a minimum of 4 hours a day. If you look at people, like I always say this, but Russ, he literally for 10 years made music in his grandmother's basement for like 4 to 12 hours a day, not making a single penny for 10 freaking years. And now he's like, I don't know if he's a billionaire yet, but he's about to be a billionaire. Like he's high up in the millions. Like he is doing really well for himself. But he didn't care about the clout or the fame. He focused on his craft, his passion. He put everything in God. He stayed with his grandma. He focused on his family. He always puts his family and God first. Always, always, always. If you've read his books, if you know anything about his music, Russ always talks about God and family, God and family. So for a lot of my Pisces, that is honestly what blesses you. And for a lot of my Pisces, you have to get right with God, whoever that is to you, whatever that means to you, whatever your belief system is, and you have to heal things with your family. You do not have to, You don't have to tolerate or condone certain behaviors from your family. However, you can still have compassion and understanding that even if I have this, abusive family member, I have compassion and understanding that even though they're not treating me with respect, I understand that they're doing that because they were not treated with love and respect. And that doesn't mean that it's okay that they're disrespecting me, but it also doesn't mean that it's okay for me to not love them where they're at. You can love someone where they're at, create boundaries, and still love them. So for a lot of my Pisces, there's a lot of deep healing that has to happen and occur with the family. Loving the people that are, sometimes the worst to you. And sometimes it is because, they see you, I'm hearing the boulevard of broken dreams. Like sometimes our parents are the way that they are because they feel like they failed their own dreams. They feel like they failed their own parents. They feel like failures. So a lot of the time, most of the time, 100% of the time, it actually has nothing to do with us. And it's just them and their own crap. And again, that doesn't condone, or that doesn't mean it's okay, their bad behavior. However, it also doesn't mean that you can't love them when they gave you life. They gave you the gift of life, and the wound is where the medicine is, just like snake poison. The poison is not just the, poison, but it's also the remedy. It's also the cure. So for a lot of my Pisces, there's something going on here where it's like the very thing that you are saying is like poisonous or is bad is actually where the medicine is, actually where the cure is. There's something here that you need to go slow with, Pisces, as well. Like if you've been trying to heal something with someone or heal something within yourself, Spirit is saying you need to go slower. Like there's been a rush here, but I do see something you getting like a clear. So for some of my Pisces who have had something with the health come up, I do see you being able to heal that. And with bulletproof and the clear, I am seeing a lot of this as intestinal lining. I'm not a health professional, but fasting is the greatest medicine. So for a lot of my Pisces, fasting can cure a lot of things internally, which will cure other things throughout your body. Like fasting has been my greatest medicine. I love fasting. So yeah, and you literally got both the good fruit and the divine, pure, and innocent. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius because these two cards came out together, and Aquarius is energy. If I were a Pisces, I would not I would not blink the Aquarian because they showed to not have a clean bill of health. And Pisces, you have shooting star, but you are a bird in a cage. Yeah, someone here has parasites, imbalances, or illness around you. You're being told take a time out and focus on yourself. Literally, there's a blessing around the corner. We are designed to be equally yoked, but this is not an equally yoked situation, Pisces, because someone here is a bad apple and you're the good fruit. Okay? All right. After Pisces is Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Aries. Aries, you can be dealing with a Leo. There can be a Leo. Okay, so take it whatever side of the fence you're on. You could also be dealing with another Aries. Someone here thought that someone else ain't. This can be like different tax brackets, or someone met someone years ago when they were, like I was saying in an earlier reading, in Pisces reading. Someone could have met you, but they only knew you for like 6 months, 1 year. And you could be like me, or like, and you're 33, or you're 28, or 20, you know, you've lived a lot of life. So someone only knowing you 6 months or 1 year of your life, and maybe they met you at your lowest, they really didn't get a good scope of who you are, you know. So there's something here where someone thought that someone wasn't at all in any way, shape, or form. And it's just because they met them in their lowest, or they saw them, they came to know about this person in the lowest. And this is actually going to be who you end up with, Aries. Like, who you're meant to be with is someone that you wrote off, or they wrote you off. And someone here is going to have to take like a big ego check. And it seems like it's happening because you could have met this person like 1, 2, 3, 4. It seems more like 4 to 12 years ago is what I'm hearing, 4 to 12 years ago. And this person has maybe even been divorced, or they've just never gotten a serious relationship. And you could like show up on their, like, who do you know, or on like mutual friends, or on your For You page or something. And someone's like, whoa, like, look at so-and-so. And it's like, what? Like, I thought that person wasn't And it's like, man, but I've been single for 4 to 12 years, or I've been married and divorced in that 4 to 12 years, and now they're looking really good, and maybe I should get to know that person. So Aries, this can also be, yeah, we have my blessing card coming through. This can also be in a work situation, Aries. Someone was told certain things about you, or they just like, Aries is a big, loud personality, and my Mercury is in Aries. So how I communicate is really triggering to people. And I don't care because it's how God made me. So Mercury and Aries, I communicate just like out there, unapologetic. I say it before I think it, and that really ticks a lot of people off. So I've always been my own boss, so it's no bother. But when I try and, you know, work with people in the horse industry and stuff, they always like shy away from me because it's like, that's a lot. But Aries, someone is realizing, man, what's better? A lot that's honest and forthright and says, you know, the hard, uncomfortable truths from the get-go, or the person who sugarcoats things and tanks my business, which is what's happened to a lot of the people that didn't want to work with me. Their businesses are totally tanked. One's in a really bad lawsuit. Karma's a bee. That's what I'll just say. You know, whereas if they worked with me instead of the other person, then their business would be thriving right now. But unfortunately, they didn't want to take that risk. So someone could be coming around to give you another offer, or Aries, you could want to come around and give someone an offer because they now see you and they realize, man, okay, maybe, yeah, literally a golden opportunity, Aries. So someone literally did not realize, someone thought something was brass and it was actually gold. And then what they thought was gold was actually brass, was actually fool's gold. So someone here chose wrong. Yeah. Venus, this is the lovers. This is also divine life choice. This is living a life of service and devotion. It's being really passionate, just like I was saying earlier. Aries, your passion can kind of put people off. We have, you can't be everybody's cup of tea, but why would you want to be? You don't. You go to the beat of your own drum. And like, you are innocent in that because you're not being too much. You're not like, some people are like, oh, they're acting. Oh, they're putting on a show. Oh, they're doing this. Oh, they're doing that. I know people can say that about me. Nah, bish, I'm an Aries Mercury. It's literally how I was designed. And if you knew me growing up, you would know that I was like super out there. I was like twerking on the lunch table in 5th grade, like in my sweatpants, literally. Like, that's just how I've always been. I've just always been out there like that. It's just how I am. So if you know me, you know that's just how I am. I was always the sober one in high school and college parties that people were like, what is she drinking? What is she on? Because she is just dancing. And it's like, she's not. She's just sober and loves music and like lives big. And that really puts off some people, Aries, but someone's realizing now, wow, like all the things that someone said about someone is not right, and they want to take a chance now because they're realizing how devoted you are, how loving you are, how supportive you are, how passionate you are. And again, they're realizing that you are the golden opportunity, not the fool's gold that they chose in the past. So after Aries is Taurus. Taurus, you could be dealing with an Aries because you also got the golden opportunity card with the came in like a wrecking ball. So Taurus, this can be like all of a sudden something is exposed. I heard oops. So someone could have I heard name drop. Someone could have name dropped something. Someone could have accidentally said someone else's name. Say my name, say my name. I bet the neighbors know my name. Neighbors could know your name. Your neighbors could be talking, Aries. Yeah, someone here is also a pioneer. They're all by themselves. And so someone can be watching someone and they're like, that doesn't add up. Like someone is saying that this person does the most. They're out here partying. They're doing all these things, but they're just a loner. They're all by themselves. So what someone is saying about a person really isn't adding up because we can't find this person out and about. They're always by themselves. They're always at work and alone. Yeah, we do have dust yourself off and try again, and the bouquet token, appreciation, a gift. So Taurus, someone here wants to come around. We also have the star after the tower, and the tower energy came through with that lightning bolt. The song that I channeled for this one is Come to Life by Kanye. So again, something is going to have life breathed back into it. 3, 2, 1, you're pinned. You ever wish you had someone else's life? I've been feeling low for so long. I've been in the dark for so long. Night is always darkest before the dawn. So Taurus, something here had to get really, really dark before someone really saw the truth of a situation. And I mean, that goes with Carl Jung, his quote, it is said, no tree can reach heaven whose roots don't stretch all the way down to hell. So for some of my Taurans, you are in HE double hockey sticks, or someone around you is, and after that tower kaboom moment, someone is going to have that, Edison light bulb moment. He says, you can find me on a silver lining. My God won't deny me. Tell the devil to get behind me. So someone here is going to take a stand. I'm also hearing, when I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. So someone here, instead of chasing something, they were just like, okay, you can't reason with people who are committed to misunderstanding you, Taurus. So if someone was really committed to misunderstanding you, or you were committed to misunderstanding another person and not really getting to know them, then someone is going to be sorely mistaken and proven wrong in this situation. And we have go, polarity is on, and a golden opportunity. Someone was a couch potato for a really long time. Someone did not want to see the truth of a matter until it affected their taxes, their income, their living situation, or their children. It's like something had to affect those things before someone was like, okay, things aren't adding up. Something isn't adding up. Something's not adding up, Taurus. Yeah, something needs to be thrown out to the litter box. This can be like a bad manager or a spouse who's saying that they are at, they're going to their friend's house, having a couple beers, they're doing this or that. But it's like, then you're at the grocery store and you see that friend that they said they were with and you're like, wait a minute, I thought they said that they were with that person, but there's that person. So where are they? Like someone is going to tell on themselves. Someone here is going to get sloppy. Yeah, there is a commitment, Taurus, but it's been really slow coming. Now I am hearing Cool Runnings, Jamaican bobsled team. Now the thing with that movie, who would have thought that Jamaicans, being in Jamaica, a tropical climate, would have a bobsled, ice, like a bobsled team. Like that can sound kind of crazy. So someone here can be like, oh, so-and-so from that part of the world or that ethnicity, surely they don't do this. Like someone here has an issue with either someone's religious beliefs, their culture, their age. Like someone here can be like, oh, they're so young, they can't have the wisdom or experience of X, Y, and Z. I'm 20 years older than them. Yeah, but you've been living under a rock and this person has traveled the world and died multiple times. So they clearly have more wisdom than you. Like someone here sorely mistaken, and it's a really long time coming. I'm also hearing Along Came Polly. Isn't that the parakeet bird movie? I don't know the premises of it, but I am hearing that. So Also, we have harmonious connections coming in, but people, jobs, and situations get erased to be replaced. Now I'm hearing Erase Me by Kid Cudi, so maybe something with that song, Taurus. Okay, moving on to Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Woo! Pop, pop, pop. Okay, I hope not talking about a Glock, Gemini. Woo! Be cautious for my Geminis who carry or road rage, things like that. This is the third week in a row that this has channeled, Gemini. Someone here is fuming, okay? They're fuming. They've gone postal. Literally, that was the message. Actually, last week it was Anger Management by Lovage. And in that song, he's like, my inner demons compel me to da-da-da. He's like, fits of rage. Why must God punish me this way? And then the week before, I was channeling someone's gone postal, which means that they've gone cuckoo. So Gemini, be cautious. This can be someone around you, someone you're dealing with. It can be you. Someone here's gonna have a really short fuse and they're gonna bust. They're gonna go kaboom, okay? Now something is also going to pop back like a slingshot. So if someone was getting away with something for years, I'm hearing the song by I've carried this for years. Someone has carried something for years and it's literally going to collapse. Till I collapse, I'm spilling these wraps. Yeah, someone was spilling something and now they're collapsing and now something is being exposed. Yeah, Gemini, something had weak roots. Now, this can be a situation where someone has like cheated on like all of their last partners, or a manager has screwed over everyone there. Like this can be a job where it's like, if anyone was actually able to climb the corporate ladder, they would get such a sweet raise, such a sweet deal. But funny enough, it's been 12 years and no one has gotten that promotion. In fact, they always get fired right before they get that promotion. This is something like that. This can also be like someone who serial dates. They're like always dating, and no one gets the ring. It's like they're just a chronic time waster. Someone here has parasitic imbalances. Now, I talked about this also in the individual readings. When we have like fungal issues and bacterial issues within us, we are not ourselves because we are literally the microbiome that is inside of us, okay? So my mood, my attitude is not my choice. It kind of is, but it's kind of not. It's mostly the choice of the parasites and the bacteria inside of me. And because I've been eating clean, gluten-free, corn-free, like mostly carnivore, sometimes keto for 3.5 years now, I've been healthier, happier, my skin clear, like everything is great. My hormones are great, my hair, my nails, these are my real nails. I paint them myself, they're really strong. My teeth, I don't whiten them. They've gotten so white, especially when I do full carnivore, they are sparkly clean. So you are what is inside of you. So for some of my Geminis, you really need to do some sort of cleanse because you don't even have control over your anger, your confusion, your whatever, or the person around you needs to do a cleanse. Take it, I'm sure you know if this is you or if it's someone around you, but someone here has really weak roots and they need to stop. Oh my gosh, and we have the bad blood. Bad blood, stop, like stop. Parasitic imbalances, weak roots. So Gemini, this is like 3 times in a row that there's something very, there's a lot of contempt in a situation. So, okay. After Gemini is Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer. Cancer, you also have the golden opportunity, so you could be dealing with a Taurus or an Aries. Cancer, someone feels, I'm hearing Beyonce, he got a big ego, such a huge ego. So someone here has a big ego, or someone here feels like someone has a big ego. But do they really know that person? Because sometimes people are just really big personalities and they really don't have an ego. They're just really expressive and silly and playful and they're a big jolly personality. But they actually are very humble and very much a student. For some of my Cancers, someone here is judging someone. Now, someone quite literally could have a big ego, but I think the person with the big ego is actually the person pointing the finger and saying the other person has a big ego. Because newsflash, if you don't have an ego or big ego at all, and you're like compassionate and you stay in your lane, you're not going to be judging other people because you're in your lane, and you're probably going to have an appreciation for the individual differences and the individual expressions of people rather than judging them and saying that they have a big ego. So it's funny because the person who has a big ego is the one who's literally judging others. You know why? Because they're playing God. When someone is putting judgment on someone, that person has a huge ego because they are the one judging the other situation. They're the one judging. They're playing God. They're literally saying, I feel like this, and you don't even know that person. You don't know them. I think it's funny when people try and say that they know me because of my expression when I do readings. Like, this is not who I am. This is a fraction of a part of me. I serve people all day, every day, 7 days a week, in multiple jobs. So it's really funny when people try and think that they know anything about me based off of my free volunteer readings. It's hilarious. Yeah, someone here has a lot of parasites and imbalance, and that's the thing. I don't get upset at these people because I understand. I'm like, oh, you're probably overrun with SIBO or Candida or other parasitic fungal infections. I wish I could get to know the real you, but I can't because you eat so toxic, you drink and smoke all the time, that I can't even get to know who you are because it's not you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the entity of what you're smoking. I'm talking to the entity of what you're drinking. I'm talking to the entity of the junk food, the red 40, the yellow, blue, whatever, all the contamination that is inside of you. And I have compassion. I'm not judging you. I have compassion, but it makes a lot of sense when you really start caring for yourself why people are single, alone, don't have friends, when they really protect their body, their energy, and what goes into their body. So, yeah, Cancer. Someone here has good fruit. Someone here can say someone is really stuck up. Someone thinks that they are all that in a bag of chips. Someone here is just too cool for school. No, actually, someone just takes care of themselves. And God said we are designed to be equally yoked. And so they want someone who also really values taking care of themselves. It's not stuck up, actually. It's literally listening to the gospel, which says be equally yoked. Someone wanting their equal is not stuck up at all. Don't let anyone tell you that it is. Yeah, someone is going to get news that changes things. Someone here, a relationship could be breaking up. You cannot expect to receive from another what you are not already giving to yourself consistently. So there is some codependency here. Someone here, though, needs to birth a creation, a new opportunity, a new job. Someone here is very innovative, but they use relationships or intimate connection as a way to avoid and self-sabotage them fully going all in. I'm hearing, is that Lil Wayne? I'm going in, I'm going in. Someone hasn't gone all in on this creative seed, this creative innovation, and that is affecting them. Yeah, someone has weak roots. They need to stop with the heavy distractions. They need to throw a connection to the litter box. That was just hot sexy time. They need to rest because they probably weren't getting a lot of sleep because they were too busy bang, bang, bang and throwing bottles back or popping. I'm hearing popping. So someone here could, something with pills. I really don't mess with that arena. But yeah, looks like someone here is definitely, I'm seeing dilated pupils. So someone here is definitely under the influence of something. Okay, after Cancer, actually no, I'm going to do the tarot with Cancer. I'm being called. Yeah, Cancer, there was a really loving connection here. The King and the Queen of Cups, but Ten of Swords with the Five of Cups. Cancer, sometimes we do have, first of all, we do have multiple soulmates. Cancer, I also believe we have multiple twins. For some of my Cancers who are like, but that's my twin flame, I'm supposed to be with them, da-da-da. Other people are like, I don't know. There's so many opinions on twins. But as a wedding photographer of 18 years and someone who's done spiritual work consistently, full-time for my income for 7 years, I have seen literally people have multiple twins. I've heard the first wave be called like your indigo twin, the second one being a magenta twin. Like if the first twin doesn't complete the mission or they totally fail the other person in a way or break trust or they make them feel unsafe in the nervous system, then if you have the template of the twin, then God literally will reroute somebody else with a similar template to go in as your magenta twin. I literally have done multiple weddings of people from both marrying their first twin and marrying their second twin. Now, twins and soulmates like twin flame and soulmates are totally different connections. Sometimes people will split up with a twin and then they end up remarrying or, you know, getting in a strong relationship with a soulmate. But I have literally seen people have 2 back-to-back twins. I'm talking to a very specific Cancer, because some of you guys, this is like, you're going to be like, what is she even talking about? That's fine. This isn't for you. Maybe come back in 10 years. But there's someone here who's like, that was my twin. That was my person. Like, I'm never going to love like that again. I'm never going to experience that. No, you will. You're actually going to experience it on an even deeper level with someone who is not going to cause abuse to your nervous system. Because for some of my Cancers, this twin did way too much to you, or you did too much to them. And someone here has a lot of deep sadness, regret, and remorse for what they put the other person through. However, I mean, it is statistically shown, yes, people can change, but not with the person that they made a victim. Because the way that our nervous system is set up, once someone has been a downright, like, destructive and dangerous predator to someone, their nervous system, like in their limbic system, has labeled that person as prey. So no matter what sort of therapy, no matter how much someone has changed, in their worst, they can revert back to preying on that person and, you know, potentially things escalating to end it, you know. That's when it's like, oops, they got in too bad of a fight that time, and we thought that they were fine because they healed things. Nope. That guy or that girl, whoever was the, you know, the perpetrator, whoever was the abuser, their nervous system already labeled their partner as prey, and their nervous system already labeled themselves as predator. So that can never be healed between them. They have to release that connection, and they have to open up to somebody new. There's a certain line in the sand when it comes to abuse. You cannot go back from it. You just can't, okay? Cancer. That's for a very specific person. Very specific person. I don't care if that only hits one person, because someone needed to hear that. And I know I'll get a DM about it later. So after Cancer, July, August, Leo. Leo, what's coming in for you? I don't want another heartache. I don't need another turn to cry. No. Man, what is going on? Did someone cheat? Leo, does someone want to cheat? There's been fighting in paradise. 5 of Wands with the 2 of Cups. Someone here could travel for work. 8 of Pentacles with the World card. This causes issues because they have a sneaky link that they see. Literally, I can't make this up, you guys. When they travel, they hook up with someone. I'm hearing only once in a blue moon. Someone here could be like, it's just twice a year. It's just once a month. It's just when they feel guilt about it, and someone's going to get caught being a traitor for having 2 when they're already highly committed to something. Someone has a secret. Someone's also trying to decide, do I leave so I can have this new love and completely cast a tower on my life and lose half of my finances to my family that I've been cheating on? That's still a really strong soulmate, but the 80-20 rule, what is it, as Fabulous says in the song, main dish is better with a side. But I can't let you go. I really want to be with you. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I can't leave you alone. I got someone at home, but I can't let you go. I don't know. I already got a wife. Yeah. But you're the one I want in my life. Okay, I'm hearing that song by Fabulous. Can we get a different story for Leo? I hate channeling that stuff. I really do. Okay, Leo. Second thing is you could be having your eye on Sagittarius. I'm hearing the song Dangerous. Look in your eyes, be so dangerous. Someone here really likes someone's eyes. Someone here can have a big platform. So they've been watching someone for a while, but they don't want to reach out. Yeah, someone here can feel like they're of royalty with the crown. Someone here can also have like their little minions go check on someone. Someone here also watches someone from fake accounts. Someone has been like scoping someone out for a while. I'm even seeing like a telescope across the world, magic carpet ride. Someone here could have a private jet. Someone here wants to fly someone out. Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I want to take you to Bermuda, Bahama, come on pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. Whoa. Way down to Okay, someone wants to take you to Kokomo, Leo, or you want to take someone there. Yeah, someone also just really wants to let someone know how much they appreciate them, how much they, like, someone here is really grateful for someone. Someone here could have helped someone out indirectly, indiscreetly. Someone here also could want to be very discreet about something. Whoop. Yeah, for a lot of my Leos, okay, you're having Goggins. So David Goggins made this album literally just called Goggins. You can get it on iTunes, maybe it's on Spotify too. He just like talks inspirationally over music. I listen to it like probably once every other week when I go on my 5-mile walk runs. He talks about non-cognitive skills are what set people apart from the rest. And non-cognitive skills are having courage, discipline, and the ability to do like hard work. He says, being great is so easy, but this society is lazy as... They're cowards. They have no self-discipline. They have all these, addictions, vaping, scrolling, and that literally just gets in their way. So for some of my Leos, you need to drop the bad habits. Also, I'm hearing, I need a hero. Someone here could be someone that has like a big platform, and they could be watching someone, or they could be looking at someone who like doesn't, but that person inspires them to stop the vaping, stop the scrolling, and actually be courageous, actually do the hard work, actually be self-disciplined. Yeah, and someone here can be like ashamed of some aspect of themselves, but David Goggins literally says in that song, he says, stop judging yourself against those who just hide it better than you. So for some of my Leos, you can be judging yourself or trying to hide an aspect of your personality that you think is like wrong, or that people are like trying to kind of shame. But Goggins is like, no, those people just hide. And you shouldn't hide. You're meant to express that. Only cowards, undisciplined cowards that are sheep, hide. Stop hiding and judging yourself for, expressing something that everyone else is just too coward to fully express. Yeah, you need to go. You need to go. So, Leo, it's time to go. 777, golden opportunity. You could be wanting to go towards an Aries or a Taurus because they got that. Something here is clean and clear and under control. Something will be clean and clear and under control, but first of all, you got to get rid of those fake friends, that fake family, the fake workplace. They want to see me doing bad, but I'm good. But I'm good. Doing good, doing well. They tell you that the real prevail. That's Pilo. The song is good. Yeah. Yeah, you got some mimicky, immature. Leo, this is also giving people, like, if someone has like a manager or a close friend that they have kind of like check people out, that manager or close friend could be telling this person total lies so that someone doesn't go in a different direction. I'm also hearing One Direction. Oh gosh. Rest in peace, Liam. I'm not even into that band, but wasn't he in that band? Because I am channeling that. There's a lot that's coming out with that case. Oh gosh. Okay. After Leo is Virgo. Let's switch to the Tarot, because I don't like going into that. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, Virgo. That was like immediate. Oh my gosh, Virgo. Okay, so what's the Tower? You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Love. At least out loud, I won't say I'm in love. Okay. Sha la 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 da na na, kiss the girl. Okay, so I mix in Little Mermaid. Now, part of that world, wish I could be. So yeah, someone here is a part of two different worlds, two different cultures. There's definitely an exchange of worlds here. Remember, she's a mermaid. She lives in the water. And then what's-his-face is on the land. So Virgo, there can be, again, castes, like different castes, different culture. Someone here is falling in love. And Meg and Hercules, at least out loud, I won't say I'm in love. right? Isn't that Megan Hercules? So someone here is like I don't know, she's like a damsel in distress in that movie. Someone here, Hercules, he has to go on a hero's journey. So for some of my Virgos, you could be embarking on a hero's journey. You have someone who does not want you to embark on the hero's journey. Someone wants to end this. Don't eat the apple. Don't take a bite of the poisonous apple, Virgo. Someone here could be trying to poison someone. It's coming through, so I just gotta say it. This could be a mother. This is a family member, or a bad boss, a co-parent, a bad teacher. I just heard bad teacher. Isn't that a movie, Bad Teacher? It's something, bad teacher. I'm hearing bad teacher. Yep, caught him. Tisk, 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 Virgo. Virgo, someone here, I'm hearing naughty, naughty. Sugar and spice and everything nice. Someone here wants to taint someone. Someone here likes for people to do things with their taint. I'm sorry. It's coming through. Virgo. Someone here could go both ways, and they don't want that to be exposed. They are a manly man. They don't go both ways. What are you talking about? Yeah, they do. Just be honest. Like, I don't understand why people can't just own what they are and what they like. Someone here doesn't want to own what they are. Someone here could also be hiding a whole dang family. Someone here could have gotten someone knocked up, but they're out here living the single life, hooking up, knocking the boots. Someone here's knocking the boots. Oh my gosh. Virgo, this is messy. For some of my Virgos, yeah, someone here just has a really strong drive, like an insatiable drive. I'm hearing shut up and drive, shut up and drive. Someone here on the road again. Someone here could be traveling. Someone here travels a lot. Someone here could have, I got a girl in Paris. I got a girl in Rome. I even got a girl in the Vatican Dome. I got a girl right here. I got a girl right there. And I got a girlfriend everywhere. I got a girl on the moon. I got a girl on Mars. I even got a girl that likes to dance with the stars. Someone here could have been on Dancing with the Stars or boinked someone on Dancing with the Stars. Someone's disappointed because I'm reading them to filth. Someone here just can't keep it in the pants. Someone here's a player from the Himalayas, but emotionally they are empty. You know why? Because when you're in this energy, you're screwing the exact same energy in 100 different bodies, and it is siphoning, it is pulling, it is draining your life force and your vitality. So it's never going to fill you up. It's only going to make you empty. That's why the stars that blink the most, and we can look at the itty with a D. It all comes around eventually, and when people don't believe in God, don't believe in universe, don't believe in karma, oh no, 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 no. The people who owe the most, it's the slowest. Those are the people who get, you know, like Hep C, AIDS, HIV, I'm just being honest, or who get done like the diddler. So, someone here has got to clean up their act, stop being so messy, otherwise they got some not so great karma and things coming towards them. I'm sorry, I don't like reading that energy, but it's true. 8 of Cups with the Death card. I don't like reading that energy. We're going to put that one to the side. Virgo, refuse, wrong way. Someone, yeah, mimicry, immature. Some of my Virgos, someone knows that they're on demon time. Like, someone just knows that they're on demon time. Take it whatever side of the fence you're on. But someone here, yeah. Now, I will say, for some of my Virgos, you are lucky, because even though there is something going on with the down below, someone can recover, because you did get my recovery card. So for some of my Virgos, if you got something going on downstairs, which it seems like someone does because they got a girlfriend I got a girlfriend everywhere, you can get some medicine and get this healed. But that's still like, and then you need some like, I mean, I have shamanic drum journey, soul retrieval. Some of my Virgos, you need a soul retrieval because it's like you're not even connecting, or the person who you're trying to connect with does, because they've been boinked around too much. They don't even know themselves. Their Santa is not theirs. It's the energy of everyone that they've been banging. And it needs like a full-on soul retrieval. Like someone needs some deep energy work, but they also need some antibiotics. Luckily, Virgo, you were the only sign. Aquarius, it didn't show recovery and antibiotics. Aquarius looked like they just got, you know, here's what you got. Deal with it. Learn how to help your immune system. But Virgos, it looks like you got something that you can take some medicine for. Yep, then we have Venus, lovers energy. So for some of my Virgos, yep, you got a girlfriend everywhere. Now, for some of my Virgos, someone wants to actually stop being a player, and they do want the green light. They do want to actually commit a whole lot of love, and that's way past due. Someone feels like they owe someone something. Yeah, for some of my Virgos, ego has really been getting in the way. Someone here, we got that Saturnian lessons again. So it's all about endurance. It's all about hard work. It's all about, you know, you get stronger each time. I get knocked down. I get up again. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I get knocked down. So yeah, for some of my Virgos, I'm here. What does she say? Johnny boy or something? I don't know. I don't know what she says in that. But for some of my Virgos, you get knocked down, you get up again. Okay, after Virgo is Libra. Begging? Libra. Begging you, put your loving arms, da-da-da-da. Don't be ashamed of where you came from, Libra. Don't be ashamed of what life has made you. There's something here. Quit going along to get along. Some of my Libras are just trying to fit in. Some of my Libras can feel like you've been begging. You're begging for someone's permission, or someone's begging you for permission. Beggars can't be choosers, but see, then there's just like desperation and settling energy. Someone here really needs to just focus on themselves. Channeling back to the Pisces read. Someone here really needs to get right in themselves. Yeah, for some of my Libras, someone here is overindulging. They're overstimulated. They have FOMO, fear of missing out. They always need attention. They're craving affection. If they're not getting affection, then they need their drink. They need their smoke. They need, you know, whatever, like they need. Someone here is always overstimulated. Someone here really needs to fast media, fast connections, fast from consuming things. It's a blue world without you. You could be thinking of a Sagittarius or an Aries or a Virgo. There is a completion of a cycle here, but the Hermit does walk alone. Though I walk through the valley of darkness, I fear no evil. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. So that's Ace of Wands energy, which is a brand new passionate beginning, but it's also a new career and a whole new you. Like there's a need to reinvent yourself, Libra. Someone here has to, well, first of all, some of my Libras have to get right with something from their past. I'm hearing I'm still Jenny from the block. So for some of my Libras, there's a need to incorporate and like reconcile the hood, where you came from, with where you're going, but also maintaining boundaries and again, upholding your morale, your values, your integrity, and having integrity to those values and not letting your past slip you up. Like, I don't know, I'm really channeling like DaBaby vibes, how he made like a charity and he goes to schools in the hood and he was like talking to people about, you know, not shooting people up and not getting into gang stuff and like finding a passion. And I don't know, there's something here, Libra, where it's like whatever you came from, whatever your darkness is, that dark shadowy place that you don't want people to see, or you try and make it not so, you try and like lessen it. Spirit's like, no. That is actually your pearl. That's actually what you're meant to touch other people's lives, heal other people's lives, impact other people's lives by sharing that. Like you have nuggets of truth from the darkest times of your life. For some of my Libras, for my Libras, you really got to stop vaping or smoking because the heart and the lungs are begging you, actually. So it's funny because for a lot of my Libras, this channels with Capricorn's energy. You could be begging someone for their love, begging someone for attention, begging to be picked for a job, begging to, you know, stay in overtime, begging to people please. But it's actually your heart and your lungs begging you for your self-love, for your affection, for your healing energy. You see, smoke, I have this Theta Healing book. It's like the Bible of energetic health. Ingesting anything into our lungs is literally self-mutilation and self-hatred, and it's deep grief. So for a lot of my Libras, if you vape or you smoke or you drink, it is self-mutilation, deep grief, and self-hatred. And if you're like, no, it's not, well, if it really wasn't, then you wouldn't be doing any of those bad habits. Because when you love yourself, you don't want to ingest that. You don't want to put toxins and poison yourself, because alcohol is literally poison, and smoke in the lungs is literal poison and suffocation. Suffocation, no breathing. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no okay. But I don't remember the first line, but that song, don't give up if I cut my arm bleeding, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, so Libra, someone here needs to quit pacifying. Now I'm hearing FKA Twigs, Poppy Pacify. Some of my Libras, you could just really like some dark BDSM, the whips and chains, but baby, you can tie me down. I don't know, the whips and chains song. Okay, well, for some of my Libras, you really got to do some deep healing, okay? Deep healing. Now, Scorpio. Scorpio. Whatever is trying to get at you is not equally yoked to you. I feel like for a lot of my Scorpios, you know this, you're just paying it no mind. But for some of my Scorpios, you could actually be, you're actually a Libra, but you think you're a Scorpio, so you need to watch a Libra's reading, because there's the self-mutilation, self-hatred, alcohol, drinking, vaping, hiding deep grief, and you need to deal with that, or manifesting it through like rough sexy time, BDSM, whips and chains, etc. And not, yeah, like there's like abandonment and shame and humiliation and like all those things. There's deep healing that needs to occur in the root chakra. And for my Scorpios who are like not with it, you already saw that it wasn't equally yoked. You are in the I am energy. I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then what? So you're very secure in yourself. There's only two Scorpios here. You're either super secure in yourself, you walk alone, you're celibate, you're doing your own thing, you live by your morals and values. People probably think you're like stuck up or whatever because you're like, nah, it's just God said equally yoked and this ain't equally yoked. This ain't that, so deuces. Or there's the Scorpios who are overindulging, smoking, vaping, drinking, doing crazy BDSM stuff because self-mutilation, self-hatred, deep grief that they don't want to deal with, that they don't want to touch. So take it whatever side of the fence you're on. For a lot of my Scorpios, you gotta, circulation is important, arteries. So making sure like red light therapy, sauna, sweating, exercise. There is something here, you need to go the extra mile. So if I could walk 1,000 miles and just see you. So someone here wants to travel 1,000 miles. Someone here, if I could walk 500 miles. It's coming through. For some of my Scorpios, something would have happened sooner, but it's too far away. Yeah, for a lot of my Scorpios, soulmates bring you peace, and they match your energy, they match your values and what you believe in. And karmics will try and diss your ease, or they will try and bleed their watercolors into your clean white canvas and muddy and murky it up. And in that case, they will diss your ease and sooty you. So, Scorpio, it's like, some of my Scorpios, it's like you want to hang around certain people. Like you don't want to cut people out. But for my Scorpios who have done this enough times, you realize, okay, if you have a sheet of white paper and someone has a paintbrush and you have a paintbrush and you drip both paintbrushes down, like their watercolor bleeds into your space. You are what you hang around. So for some of my Scorpios, you're just like, I'm sorry, I'm not judging you for like getting drunk all the time and smoking or vaping every day. It's just, I don't do those things, so I can't be around you. Like maybe once or twice a year, you know, like family events or something, or like if we run into each other in public at a dance club or something, like I'll be nice to you, but I'm not trying to hang one-on-one with you, and I'm definitely not trying to hang out with you every week, because we value different things. We live our life differently. This is also like if someone's in the polygamy world, and you are a monogamous person who's either married in a relationship, or that's what you desire. You can't be around the polygamy folk. It's just like, it's the watercolor thing. So Scorpio, some of my Scorpios, you're just walking alone right now. Yeah, couch potato, bad apple. Proverbs 27:17, as iron sharpens iron, man sharpens man. So you are going through a spiritual, emotional workout. And Scorpio, you're just being told, like, exercise at this time. Like, I love Amanda McCants. I believe she's a Scorpio. She had like a huge glow up and she always, talks about it. But she says, just be hot. And Paris Hilton also says that, right? That's hot. Paris Hilton says that's hot. Whereas Amanda McCants says, just be hot. Scorpio, just be hot. Like, just glow up, work out, focus on yourself. And if people want to say what they want to say, well, if you look hot doing it, that's hot. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Woo. Lovers. Big life choices. Retreat. Stand back. Stand guard. On guard. Sagittarius. Move. Someone here needs to move. Ooh. Someone here doesn't want you to move. Don't speak. I know just what you say. So please don't explain. Don't tell me because it hurts. Don't tell me because it hurts. Someone can be trying to walk away from a situation for a while, but someone's like, ups, 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 ups. Like someone keeps stopping someone from walking away. They're like, excuse me. Like someone here literally keeps stopping someone from walking away. Because someone's got the bag. Someone here could be relying on someone else. And they're like, no, I need to hold on to you. I'ma hold tight. Them lips won't let you go. That Justin Bieber song. Hold tight. Someone here is holding tight to someone. Someone here could also try and have a baby. Literally. Page of Cups with the Seven of Swords. Someone here could try and have a baby with someone as a way to stay married or tied to them. Someone here could have thought about separating. And then they're like, haha, I got pregnant. Now you're not going to leave me. That's so messed up. But honestly, I feel like someone actually is going to be, like, that's not going to stop someone from eventually walking away. Yeah, someone here is still going to leave. So if someone thought, like, having a baby would stop someone from leaving, I don't see that as the case. Yeah, and someone's going to be really disappointed by this. Someone here has tried everything in their power to stop someone from going somewhere, from traveling, from pursuing something else. But this person has caught on. Someone has caught on, and they're leaving. Like, something is just dead and gone. It's over with. For some of my yeah, there's a third-party situation here. Now, this doesn't mean that there was outright cheating. There could be. But for some of my Sagittarius, someone is just so unhappy in a connection, and they see all the other options around, and they're like, I really want to explore that. I really want to explore that. I think I'd be much happier over there. And someone here has just been too cowardice to actually make the move, but it seems like they're finally going to make the move and cut the wheat from the chaff with the Pioneer card, and they're finally going to separate themselves from a toxic, unhappy connection because they see a lot of happiness out and about, and they're like, that could be me. But it's not, because I've settled in something that I'm just very not emotionally fulfilled. Like, someone is just not emotionally fulfilled at all. And, like, life is too short. This can definitely be someone that's in the spotlight, or their marriage is in a spotlight, and that's why they've held on to it for so long. Again, I was speaking on Chance the Rapper. He made, like, a whole album about how amazing his marriage is, and a whole, album about his wedding day, the happiest day of his life. Oh, it's the happiest day of my life, da-da-da. And yet he was cheating on his wife, and they were miserable. And he finally had the balls to separate and get a divorce. So someone here could have, like, this can be like a couple that's like relationship coach or something. They really display that they're this happy family, and they're just not. It's just not. It's just not it. Now, this could also be a business where people are like business partners. We've been best friends our whole life. Oh, we're just so... And it's not. It's not it. It's not it. Someone's like, what? Like, someone here is realizing that something is not it. But they've already had some sort of spotlight around it. But it's like, okay, I can be unhappy in this and let things totally go up in flames, or I can just finally own it, separate from this, and then actually get success. And it seems like that's the better option to do, Sag. Bless you.